Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wandering Wind, beaming to the center of your brain stems thanks to the power of the internet. I'm your host, Gregory, and today I've got some updates on Sunset Skies, the video game that I've been developing for like ever, and it's not very good right now. So let's talk about it. So for one, all my game data is gone. Everything's gone because this damn thing, a 16 gigabyte Kingston Data Traveler USB stick, decided to go ahead and die on me this week. And I was keeping the game files on this thing in order to keep it from getting corrupted or lost if a hard drive failed. Because supposedly these things are supposed to be more stable and more able to resist being broken. Unfortunately, that did not happen for me, so I'm out of luck. I'm just like out of luck. So this thing failed me, and I'm not happy about it. So there's that. But on the upside, I do have some of the beginning parts of my first build of the game, mainly the build that I used to create the demo that you all loved. And I've got most of the notes that I wrote during the time of development, so I do have stuff taken care of. However, this has presented a unique opportunity for me to possibly migrate over to a more platform-friendly engine that I could use to possibly also put the game not only on PC and mobile, but also on console as well. I'm hoping that if I do make this decision, it's not going to bite me in the ass, because every time I make a decision like this, it always ends up being a problem. But I am hoping to do one thing right this year, and that is moving over to the Unity game engine. Now, this engine has a lot of pluses besides what I'm basically going to call the basics. You know, it makes games. Yes, it makes games, but it also has the ability to make 2D games, 3D games, CG games. It even is used for film, animation, and cinematics, architecture, engineering, and construction, and all of the other, it even does augmented reality and virtual reality games, and instant games, whatever those are. But, so, there are two other main benefits of using Unity. One, there is a long history of Unity being a great engine for learners. There is, in fact, look at this. There is an asset store with thousands of entries of even just 2D assets that I could possibly use. Now, if I go down to free assets, it only goes to about 614. However, even with that, I've still got a lot of options as far as being able to use those, plus whatever assets I can find outside of the asset store, which is what I'm mainly going to be doing. Another main thing is there is the Unity learning ecosystem. So let me just show you something. Let me show you something real quick. So this is the Unity Hub. This is the software you use to download the Unity engine itself. Also, it manages your Unity projects. This is just my test to make sure I'm actually ready to make games again on this thing, because I tried once, it didn't work too well. But here is the Learn section of the Unity Hub. And here we have sample projects that you can mess around with and learn from. And then you've got so many different tutorials on how to make video games. You've got 2D world building with tile map and cinemachine. You've got creating basic editor tools. You've got, this thing has so many different tools, so many different options. It's amazing. And to be honest, I wouldn't really doubt that if I put like 2 or 3 months into this, I can be skimming along with the creation of the game versus trying to use RPG Maker, which frankly over time has gotten less and less robust in the features that it can actually have. And then, of course, there's also the sheer fact that using RPG Maker, you cannot export to console very easy. I mean, if you could, I would. But since you can't, I'm not going to try because it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's really not. It's really not. I mean, seriously. I'm like, what? Why? And then, I don't know. Anyway, so there's that update. Beyond that, what else is going on with the game? So, unfortunately, with this setback, I am going to need some more funding. Because I'm going to need to gain assets specifically for the Unity engine that I don't have. I'm looking at a probable $750 to $800 budget for this task, especially if I have to hire programmers and editors and, people that can work with Unity, because frankly, I got one friend that can use Unity. And that's not enough. A 2-person development team, especially when one of them is a complete noob and completely idiotic when it comes to anything game-related, yeah, this is going to be a problem. The only reason I was using RPG Maker anyway was because, for the most part, RPG Maker is plug and play. It's point and click, not really typing away at a keyboard and hope that you can actually make things work. It's more of a streamlined process rather than unless you manage to make everything completely right, it won't work. Because, yeah, that's not the greatest thing in the world. I really hate having to use a different engine. I really hate having to use anything, but, it's either do this or just give up on the game, and I'm not giving up on the game. I really don't want to, and I really don't care to. I'm going to make this game if it's going to kill me. Because I might go insane tomorrow, and I might lose my mind. But if I do lose my mind, at least I'll know one thing. I'll still have made a game. So, anyway, yeah. I'm going to leave my PayPal.me link down in the description below if you care to help me out with my funding goal. Actually, now I'm going to leave my Streamlabs or Stream Elements link down below so that way I can keep track of my donations and so can you. And then hopefully that will, hopefully that will help with that. I'm hoping to gain the... Actually, I'll probably need 1,000. But anyway, I'll work on it. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. And until next time, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the Wandering Wind. And thanks for being awesome people. I appreciate you. I love you. I respect you. And I'll see you again soon. Until then, have a great night.